Yeah, talk to me about your mentality. I mean, most people develop a mentality over time, but the ones that seem to have success and longevity in the sport are kind of born with a certain mentality as well. So, what was it about you that you maybe recognize now that kind of separated you from other people?
Looking back on it, and it's only looking back on it that I can identify it, right? After, gosh, 10 years now of being retired, almost 10 years. But it's the ability to compartmentalize things.
Mm,
And this isn't necessarily a healthy mentality to have for life.
hmm
But the ability to handle pressure, to handle intense situations, to handle high stress, high anxiety, I was really good at compartmentalizing things.
mm.
And as I'm sure we'll get into, that aided me very well throughout my career. But it's being able to simplify things in my own head, not put pressure on certain situations or certain circumstances,
Mm.
and get the job done.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was actually just within the last 30 minutes listening to a podcast that came out just recently with Michael Phelps, one of your former teammates, and he was talking about this exact same thing. The fact that he was great at compartmentalizing, but hasn't necessarily been good in all facets of his life,
Right.
you know, and we can kind of go into how it's been good and maybe challenging for you as well at times. But obviously at that age, it was about here's what you have to do right now, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna be as good as I possibly can at it. So was there a mentality of for you of like when you crossed through the threshold of walking into the pool, you were the athlete and you were switched on and you were prepared to push as hard as you needed to, irrespective of what was going on outside?
I would 100% agree with that. Where when I dove in the water,
Yeah.
everything else kind of faded away.
Hmm.
It didn't matter what was going on in life. Swimming was my escape.
Hmm.
That black line on the bottom of the pool was my escape,
Mm.
and I was able to turn everything off. It was my therapy, I guess is probably a good way to put it, where you can disconnect and concentrate on the set in front of you, or the practice in front of you, or the race in front of you, and that was it.